getting straight into the EGCS 1v1.lol/Fortnite competitive server. Alrighty, boys. So decided to make this server, a little while back, mainly because the main community server, which is now the EGCS Scrim server, as you can see here on the left right here, hovering over it currently, right in the middle of the left. So we got the EGCS Scrim server. I'll be going over that one in a different video. I'm not going to be going over it in this one. This one I just mainly want to talk about the EGCS 1v1.lol/Fortnite competitive server. Alrighty, boys. So we're going to be mainly going over the layout. We're going to be going over the layout, and then we're going to be going over the rules and stuff like that. So to start off with the layout of this server, so if you go here, so the main focus of this server as of right now is 1v1.lol. Obviously we are just getting into the starting stages of doing West servers for Fortnite, because mainly the amount of people that are playing Fortnite in the server are all from West. Obviously some of them are East, and so they're able to come over to play on West as well. I do want to host some regional tournaments. It won't just be locked to like you have to be in that region, you just have to play in that region sometime in the future once the server gets big enough. I don't plan on doing anytime soon. I might do some East ones sooner than the EU ones, or like anything anything a little bit different from just West in general. But we will be changing up the modes. We're gonna be taking polls for duos and trios for now. We will be looking into solos after I complete the 1v1 tourneys that I'll be doing in the that's upcoming month. If you guys want more information on that, you guys can go ahead and DM me. The 1v1 damage tourney is completely, it's in the server. I'll be announcing that very soon. It's going to be taking place April 8th and 9th, depending on how many signups we get. If we need a qualifiers on the 8th, then we will do a qualifiers. If not, we will be doing just the 9th. So that's Saturday. Not this weekend of the video being posted, but the weekend after. This Saturday will be the duos. My bad. Sorry, boys. The duos, not trios. The duos Unite Nitro Cup. So first place is going to get they're going to be getting 2 nitros, so 1 nitro each, and then the second place will be getting 2 classic nitros, so a little bit smaller, and then 3rd through 5th will be entered into a giveaway for 2 more classic nitros. So something a little small, nice little test tournament, nothing too crazy. If you guys want to go ahead and figure out how to sign up and participate in that, it's very easy. You literally just go down to #verify. Go to #verify. You click this hand right here. When you link your Epic account, it should prompt you over here to your DMs. It'll ask you for your Epic games. Very simple things. Yeah, it's really easy to sign up though. Really not that hard at all. You'll know also once you're verified, your name will pop up here, either in a new message or the same message as someone else. So far these are all the people that have signed up for it so far. And it is duos, boys, so we will see how many people we can get up in here. So far, it's only about this many people at the time of this recording, only because a lot of people are waiting until the day of. You are allowed to do it until the tournament begins, so it does not matter even if you sign up a minute before, or even like a game into the tournament and you want to play a little late. That's perfectly fine as well. It's just a test tournament. We'll be doing more official tournaments as time goes, but as for right now, that covers the Fortnite side of things in the server so far. So now we're going to be focusing on the main focus of this entire video, 1v1.lol. Alrighty, boys, so 1v1.lol. Obviously, if you guys don't know yet, you guys can always self-promo right here. If you guys want to do clan promo, anything like that, to show off your clans, you guys can go on ahead and do that. We also got the sponsors and partnerships. We'll be doing a lot of things in general, even with just Fortnite servers as well. Suggestions, you guys can anytime suggest anything into the server. If you guys think anything should be changed, anything should be added, anything like that. Let me get some water real quick, boys. Okay. Anyways, so now we go to the competitive side of things. So we have the competitive chat. This is for mainly tournaments, stuff like that. It's just like a lounge chat where you just chill, but it's mainly for competitive. All those types of chats. We also have the tourney schedule. So once a week, on Sundays, I will be posting the schedule. Some things might be changed around, especially for this week. I do need to move around this 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock tourney. I might make it 5 and 7 or 6:30 if you guys are interested in participating in those this week. We will also be moving Saturday, or actually no, not Saturday, sorry. Sunday will be moved also an hour forward, so it'll be I'll be posting those as soon as possible, probably after I record this video. But obviously you guys can always look the Sunday after, so basically this next upcoming week I'll be posting the schedule after this tournament, after this stream that's happening this Sunday, and you guys will be able to see what's going on there. Alrighty, so obviously you know we got the looking for groups, looking for players. You can look for players here. You can also drop your clan stuff in here as well. It's kind of like a clan promo in a way, but it's also not a specifically just clan promo. It's so you can show off, you know, your clans, this and that, while also engaging with people. I don't think I'm gonna add a slow mode in here unless people like, you know, promote a little too much. Then obviously I'll add a slow mode of some type. It won't be too crazy, but something small that people can still chat with. Obviously, boys, so we have the signups. So everybody's always been confused, like, how do signups work for each game, this and that. So for competitive, for 1v1.lol, this first signups chat will be just for that. I will be making the signups a little bit more justified. So if I go ahead here and I add a 1v1, sorry boys, take a 1v1 LOL signups. So you go in there. So obviously it doesn't matter what mode it is, whether it's solos, duos, trios. You just at yourself, and if you're in a duo, then you at X at. So like you, so like for example, let's say like at EliteRaider X at Void X at Velo. Let's see, that's like a good way of explaining it. It's the best way I can explain it. Obviously, if you're just a solo, just put yourself on there. Really easy to do, very simple. But yeah, if you guys want to know, so obviously we're going to be getting into the EPR right after I finish with the tournament, because that's like a whole spiel all of in itself. EPR is Elite Power Rankings. It's the official power ranking of the server for 1v1.lol. And Fortnite tourneys will be counting towards the official EPR. So if you guys want to participate in those, it's more incentive. Even if you don't make any money in the tournaments, you guys can still, you know, get some EPR or something earned. So that way you don't waste your time on playing it. Or if you just want to do it for fun, all that stuff, like it just has a little bit more incentive to do it. Obviously, if you guys want to go into brackets, so basically if you want to see what's going on, like what kind of bracket are we looking at here, like say like I post a Unite one for Fortnite, it'll be posted in here. Each bracket for each game will be posted in here, since Fortnite we don't play as much, so it won't be really taking a lot of room. If you guys want to keep track of your EPR, of how EPR should be kept up, you guys can also check the brackets counted up on your own if you would like. Then obviously we have EGCS. So EGCS is the main part of this Discord. Think of it as the Fortnite FNCS, but EGCS is for our server. So bigger prize pool, everything. I'm not going to say exactly how much it's going to be for this next season in the summer. I can just tell you guys right now that both tournaments for Fortnite and whatchamacallit, and 1v1.lol will both be in triple digits. So that's the most that I can say right now. But when it comes to everything else, yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as EGCS goes. But yeah, so here's the announcements. We have the announcements here. You can also check up in the tourney announcements if you would like. We have the tourney announcements up here as well. And then you can go down to EGCS finals, signups, everything. And usually it will be a Google form. We will be actually sticking to the Google form format for this next tournament coming up. For this next EGCS, sorry. In July, also cash cups, anything like that, anything to do with money will all be Google forms, just to make sure, you know, it's a little bit more official. Qualifiers will also be, even though it has no cash, since it's a part of a bigger cash tournament, we will be including that as a Google form. Obviously the respawn rounds, we'll have a this little channel right here, so you can at yourself. It's going to be like the regular signups, but you just do it in that chat right there. So prac signups are going to be it's going to actually be changed into the invite only signups, and it's going to be people who accept the invite only tourney terms and stuff, like they want to join that tournament that I invite them to. I'll be going more into that in the Discord rules and the Google Doc. Then obviously we have the schedules, prizes, everything. So here's everything, the official prize pool of everything. I do have to change this because it's 200 now. Let me make a quick change real quick, because we did change it due to the it was a little unsuccessful for this EGCS, mainly because of attendance. We're also going to be going over that in the Google Doc as well. When we go over it, obviously we have the voice channels, this and that, like you can just chill, it's competitive chat, it doesn't really matter what chat you're in. We obviously have the support channel where you can check, you know, how long your tourney ban's for. If you got tourney ban or someone's tourney ban, you can report them for trying to sneak into a game. And obviously, you know, we got like the Discord bug reports, you know, or if anybody's cheating, something like that, you can report them in here as well in the tourney reports. But yeah, boys, so we basically have those. We come back over here. This is just some general stuff. You guys also want to look back at the rules. We do have the official Discord rules. I believe it links you to, one second. Yeah, so these are the basic rules for Discord. It's in both servers, the Scrim and the other one. If you always want to look at it, it's always going to be available there. We also have the goals. I'll be updating this over time as we are now about to reach 300 members. I'll be adding new goals for the competitive as well. This will all be updated within the next month or so. We're also going to be having competitive rules. So I am going to be adding a, I might be changing it just slightly. So I can have Fortnite and 1v1.lol in two separate competitive tabs, but for now they're both under the same link. You go to this Google Doc, it'll pull you up to this page right here, the Google Doc we're about to go over. If you want to just look at it on your own, sorry. But also, if you guys want to keep up with anything going on with the server, with my personal content, this is the place to look. We'll be running polls for tournaments. This is to vote on what type of tournament it is for. Or like what video you guys want me to post next on my YT, all that stuff. You also got the uploads channel where you guys can see every single video on my YT. You guys can go ahead and check that out at EliteRaider. We also have going live, my main platform. We just hit 2.1k. We're really close to 2.2. If you guys want to go ahead and check me out, EliteRaider VP on Twitch, or you guys can go on over to updates, and I always update everything that goes on in the server, whether I add something new, whether I update EPR, anything like that. Just like right now, I updated EPR just a bit ago, so I can go at here. EPR has been updated. Today's Tourney. Alrighty, boys, so obviously we got all that. So for the most part, we're going to be getting straight into EPR here. If you guys want to know how this is all going to work, so EPR, you'll be able to earn it any tournament. It's set for, I believe there's one tournament I'm not going to be accepting it for, and I think it's the invite only ones. I'm not too sure yet. It might just be the same EPR as opens, but as time goes, we'll be deciding that. So if we ever host a sorry, I need to update this. So obviously there's gold, we have silver, which is pretty much just opens. So yeah, we could just keep that the same. So opens, gold, platinum, tourney, scaling. So this is like the basic one. So let's say you win one game against someone, you get one EPR. If you beat them in a full matchup, that's +3. If you do it in semifinals, that's +5, and for finals, it's +10. Cash cuts will obviously be a little bit more. Cash cuts will also be the same amount as qualifiers. Will also include nitro tourneys. So obviously, you know, anything like that. And when it comes to Elite Grand Finals, which is EGCS itself, obviously it is a lot more. It's worth so much more. So obviously you want to grind to get up to that point and to play in it, because even if you just win a couple rounds, you're going to be winning. You're going to be getting the same EPR as winning an entire Opens tournament, possibly 2 of them. So I will be updating this as we go. I don't have it updated fully yet. but I do have it updated fully onto the rules for EGCS competitive and everything. I'm going to be going over the roles and stuff like that now. So if we go over the roles, let's go ahead and head over here. So we have the general rules, obviously. A lot of these rules have been copied and pasted. Actually, not the first one. This general rules right here, these are all brand new. I'm going to be making a sponsorship leaderboard pretty soon here. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to be doing it soon. Sponsorship leaderboard will all be able to enter giveaways, stuff like that. Obviously, server boosters get they get perks for the other server, the EGCS Scrim server, where they can host their own community tournaments, community scrims, anything crazy like that. I'll be going more over that once I add it to the official Google Doc. I'm not going to be adding it yet because I'm still working on it. It's still in beta, kind of, in a way, because it's brand new for the community server. Community server pretty much got turned into a scrim / semi-competitive server. So obviously, boys, competitive behaviors is huge. This past season, I learned a lot when it comes to behavior and how I should go about banning people for them. So obviously, there's gonna be some shit talking going on. You know what I mean? Like there's gonna be some things going on like smack talk. Not all talk is accepted though, boys. Just remember, racist, discriminatory. Sorry. Jokes based on sexual identification, hate speech, and harassment of others will not be accepted. Know your limits. Keep the smack talk to an acceptable level. Please know actions and other servers do affect your eligibility in the EGCS servers. So if you guys mess up in some way in another server, that will carry back over. Just because you said something completely racist in another server does not mean you're not going to be pursued for a ban in my server. So you will also need to follow their rules, because obviously if you cheat, then I do not want a cheater in my server. I do not want a scammer, nothing like that. I don't want anything like that a part of my server. So just don't do it, boys. It's pretty general. You know, you just basically just be good, bro. Like there's nothing more I can really explain it with. So when we come over to tournament general rules / opens, obviously, you know, we have the styles of tourneys. So it'd be 1v1, 2v2, 3v3. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any box fights anytime soon. So as far as I know, this will be zones. This is for 1v1.lol. I hope everybody understands that. So obviously registration will always begin about 2 hours before for Discord, and it will always begin about an hour before for everybody else on stream. When I go live, I'm going to open, you know, the stream title, everything. You guys can always look at it. Obviously, you guys have to be a part of the Discord. If you guys are not a part of the Discord, then there's no point of having you a part of the tournament, because the tournament is to help support me as well as you guys, to get you guys to bigger tournaments. But I can't give you guys bigger tournaments if you guys don't support me. So obviously, it's like a trade, and it's a pretty good trade because you guys get money back, and you guys don't even have to pay dime. So obviously, we have the disqualification rules. Let's see if you are disqualified after 2 minutes or no go backs. Okay, so this rule will be extended. I will be extending it to 4 minutes for this season, because I realized we went up to 2, or we went from 1 to 2 to 3, and then I realized 3 was a little short, and then we did 5 for EGCS, and I realized it was a little too long. So 4 minutes will be best. 5 minutes for EGCS is perfect, but not for regular. Quite obviously, for obvious reasons. Okay, so when it comes to tourneys, you may shoot down for the win 1 round. This is a huge rule because a lot of people get confused. You may shoot down for 1 round only in a set if you kill the player to fall damage, or if you don't kill a player to fall damage, it is legal. Or if you shoot all players down for the win, you will be disqualified. So this mainly applies to duos. So if you kill one player, say like you know, you're playing 2v2s, something like that, you kill their teammate, do the fall damage, that's perfectly fine. But if you do it for the win, then that will count as a shootout round. And then if you do it again, then you will be disqualified. Does not matter what the situation is, whether it was on accident, that you shot them out or something like that for the second time. It's just a disqualification. Just understand. So it just keeps people from wanting to shoot down in the first place. Anyways, obviously cheating's not allowed. That's pretty basic. I don't have to go over these parts because it's literally just talking about cheaters, all that stuff. Obviously, there's no use of exploits. There's very few exploits you can use. You can use the Cozy Boost. That's a very common exploit that's everybody pretty much uses, and it's not really that bad. But yeah, obviously, no, you can uncap. Okay, you can't uncap FPS, sorry. I believe I'm going to be allowing the client, so I'll be updating this later tonight after I record this video. So you, of course, can use the client to uncap your FPS, which is perfectly fine because the client does not allow you to ping abuse. It has to be straight from the Discord. You have to also show proof if you're going to be uncapping your FPS like that through DMs. Just DM me. It's really easy to do. Anyways, so we also have to, okay, so when it comes to lagging, so let's say you're on like crazy ping and you keep lagging out of the game, you will be DQ'd if it's more than a few times. So obviously right there it says given 3 chances for each set to fix or restart your game. If it exceeds that, you will be DQ'd. It doesn't matter if it's a game bug, anything like that. You give 3 chances. If it keeps happening, then obviously that is a problem on your end. Not my problem, not anybody else's problem, but yours. But please remember, if you have any problems with anything about the rules or anything like that, obviously it says right there. If you guys want to improve anything, add anything, change anything at all, just DM me. It's really easy. I'm always available in Discord for the most part. I'll at least try to get to you as soon as possible. Just show me a screenshot of whatever you think would be better or something that could be added. Then I will gladly go over it with you and see what best I can do to meet your needs. So obviously now, boys, we're going to be getting down into the roles. So we have the roles here. We're going to be having silver. Silver is opens for anybody who joins a server. We'll be able to have this server. Oh, sorry, not the server. This role. And you don't need to compete at all. This is basically just a basic role that you get once you join the Discord, because it is a competitive Discord, so there is no like any like community like type role when you first join. It's just competitive. Obviously there's gold role as well. Gold role is giving the players at least 50 EPR. I will be updating EPR once again in the next day or so to be reflecting the roles. If you guys don't see it by tomorrow, then obviously people can just go ahead and ping me in the server. By the time this video goes up, it will be 2 days after I said I was going to update it. So obviously I'm just slacking if I don't put it up by then. But obviously, boys, go ahead and check it out. We also have the for gold roll, there are a few perks that you get with it. So it's a beginner's roll for cash higher / higher level tourneys. So obviously you'll be eligible for some cash tourneys, but not a lot compared to champions, invite only, or platinum tourneys. So basically you have a way less chance of getting any invites to anything like crazy and prize pool. Gold also will not be allowed to participate in EGCS qualifiers unless they played in more than 20 tourneys played in a single season. So basically you just have to play in 20 tournaments if you're in gold. And obviously if you get stuck in that role and you're not able to move on, you still will have a chance to sign up for EGCS qualifiers. And obviously if someone in platinum wants to play with you as well, as long as you meet the requirements, you will be able to play with a platinum player for duo EGCS. So this keeps people from just joining last second, winning like 2 to 3 tournaments, and then just being able to play just because they're in gold. Obviously there's also going to be some EPR decay. I've realized that a lot of people just quit after they get a certain amount of EPR, so monthly you'll be dropping EPR depending on what role you are. Will depend on how much you drop. So obviously gold will just be getting -10, not a whole lot. For some people who don't really grind a whole ton, but they stay in gold. So obviously we have platinum roll. Platinum roll is given to players 200 EPR and up. I was going to make it originally 100 and gold was going to be 25, but as I realized this past season, a lot of people just showed up, played a couple tournaments, especially the god-like tier players. They played a couple tournaments, they stopped playing altogether, and then they just thought, okay, well, I'm going to get money. That's which a couple players did, and then they got disqualified too. So it just made my tournaments look worse, unprofessional, everything like that. So this season I'm going to be fixing everything with the EPR system. So Platinum will be eligible for most cash tourneys. There will be some cash tourneys that only champions will be a part of, where people will get invited, such as the invite-only tournaments. But Platinum has a way better chance than Gold because they're next on the priority list of people to ask if no one in champions can show up, or if not enough people in champions can show up, basically. Obviously, the EGCS qualifiers will be mandatory for Platinum. But they do not have to have a minimum tourney attendance required. So basically, you don't have to play a certain amount of tournaments as long as you get the EPR and you're there. This might change throughout the season, but also you guys do get an EPR decay. So obviously, if you guys quit playing, you guys eventually over time will not be able to participate as well. This might be changed. It might be changed to more EPR decay, or I might just make it to where you have to play like 10 tourneys, something like that. So it keeps everybody active throughout the season. Because then you could just sprinkle it across. You only play like 2 tourneys like a week for like a couple months, and you already have it. Really easy to get, not too hard. Anyways, so we're going to be going on to the Champions role. Obviously, Champions role is going to be the top 8 on the EPR leaderboard. This could be changing, so there's always updates between each tournament. Someone moves on ahead, they'll take their spot, they'll be given the role in the server. You guys will stand out, basically, from everybody else. Obviously, so besides the special role in the Discord, you guys will be having invite-only tourneys, which you guys are going to be top on the priority list for. So anytime I host one, I'll be coming up with the time, and then I'll invite you guys too. If you guys aren't unable to make it, then you guys, then I will be looking at Platinum players just to see, because I mean 8 players is not really a whole lot for a tournament. Maybe we'll have a Champions tournament, which is going to be happening sometime December. As long as EGCS Season 2 goes well, EGCS will be continuing through Season 3. Through Season 3, sorry. And then obviously Champions will be taking place after Season 3, quite possibly. It just really depends how the rest of the year goes out, and most likely will be 3 seasons. If it's 4 seasons, then we probably will not do a Champions Cup, but the whole plan is to have Champions Cup as the 4th season, as to happen like the month after Season 3, so we can pump more money out into the community. Might not be as big as the EGCS, but it'll be a lot bigger. There'll be some qualifiers for that as well. Once it gets closer to time, I will be explaining how that will all work. And EPR will have a big role in determining whether you make it or not. So obviously get EPR boys throughout the whole year, and maybe you might have a chance at it. So now next into the next topic here, actually. Okay, so before we go to the next topic, sorry. So we're going to be having champion role. Champion role will be experiencing a 25 EPR drop per month. So please remember, stay active even if you are at a 1,000 EPR standing, because obviously somebody could just easily pass you up right behind you, since you do get decay, and some people are extremely good. So next topic, boys, we're going to be having competitive bans. So competitive bans, it's been a kind of a wild journey when it comes to competitive bans. I've been like kind of varying the bans for people, and depending on like severity of it. And I was doing a tourney ban system for no attendance at the time, which banned you for a certain amount of tournaments. But then people just kept asking me like, hey, like, so I'm banned for this many tournaments, which when the tournaments are, and they're not even looking at like the tournament schedule, nothing like that. So obviously we improve over time. So now it will be days instead of tournament or just specific tourney bans. So basically now what it is if you get banned on Saturday, you will not be able to play for 24 hours from the time that you were disqualified. So say you get disqualified at 4 p.m. the day before, you will not be able to play for the actually no. So how the rule is going to work is it's going to be the next day. I apologize. So if you get banned that Saturday, you are banned for the rest of that day, and then the since that's technically not even a full day, you have to serve out the rest of the day as well for that Sunday. So let's say you get banned Saturday, there's a tournament right after the one you just got banned from, you cannot play in it. Then Sunday, that is one full day, you are not able to play in that either. So technically it's like a day and a half depending on what time you get banned at. Then obviously you'll be having for the second attendance ban, it's 4 days, the same follow through rule. So basically the day that you got banned on, none, and then from there on 4 days after. So then the third attendance ban obviously goes to 7, that's a full week. Fourth attendance ban goes to 2 weeks, and then obviously 1 month. For the fifth one, the sixth one, you will just not be able to play competitive for the rest of the EGCS season, and also you will be getting a 1 month ban for the next competitive season, so you'll also be behind for the next competitive season, and you'll lose a ton of EPR. I don't know how much I want to subtract yet for a 6th attendance ban, but it definitely is going to be pretty hefty, so it'll be set so far behind. Just don't get disqualified. Show up to your turns, or if you don't want to, if you don't think you're going to make it, just tell me before the tourney starts. Don't sign up at all. Anyways, so that gets on to the next thing. So each DQ is going to be minus 10 EPR. Doesn't matter whether it was attendance or not. But the lowest EPR you can have is 0. So obviously if you get minus 10 but you're already at 0, you're not going to lose any, but you still will get the bans. So obviously if you're on good behavior, you can obviously get some bans, reduced. So say like you get like a month ban, but you've been active, you've been fine, like whatever. Obviously I can shorten it down to like 2 weeks, something like that, and then maybe we can even wipe it away wipe away old bans. Say like you're good for like 2-3 months, like you don't get any bans, something like that. You've been good on the server, you've been very active, you've been very nice to everybody, and just working on improving yourself, then obviously I can remove old bans as well. So you could go from 2 attendance day bans to maybe 0, depending on how good your behavior is throughout the rest of the season, stuff like that. Obviously they wipe season to season, so it won't carry over. So if you have 3 in one season, it will not carry over to 6 in the other season. So that's a pretty good thing as well. So we're also going to be moving on here. So we have the cash/invite only tourneys right here. So these tournaments are going to be all set up by EGCS standards. So basically like the prizing and most of everything will be around like its own little EPR and obviously prize pool. But for the most part, it will be community funded. I won't be hosting a ton of these. Mainly nitros I'll be hosting, but not a ton of cash journeys. They will mainly just be like community, like if content creators want to get together and like put in a small prize pool for everybody to play in, like stuff like that. And then now we're going to be moving on to EGCS general rules. So I was going to talk about EGCS in this video, but I do want to leave that out just for now, just for the sake of the time that this video is extending to. But yeah, anyways, boys, I'm going to be talking about Fortnite EGCS. So Fortnite EGCS, so here's a nice little preview of it. So I did say it was going to be triple digits for the prize pool. I don't know what mode it's going to be yet. I cannot promise a mode yet. I'm most likely going to be taking a poll for it, but we shall see. And also, boys, just a small mini announcement. Actually, no, I will say that for the other video. It's for another small EGCS thing I will be hosting. I'll save it for the EGCS specific video, which will come out later into the season, so I can explain how everything is going to work. Alrighty, boys, so that's it so far. I believe that's going to be it for this video here. I hope everybody was able to grasp exactly what was going on. Obviously, pause and return everything. Like you guys can always go back and re-watch and everything, just to see how things work. I pretty much went through everything like step by step. I'm going to be coming out with a video to cover the EGCS Scrim server. And that's sometime next week, hopefully, if that happens. Hopefully by then I can also have my stream set up by then, and I'm also going to be having a montage possibly the week after that or that same week. So 2 weeks from now, so we shall see. But yeah, boys, I'm always staying up grinding. Super late. I'm going to be getting a job, so it might be a little bit harder to get in contact with you guys, but not really, because I can literally just check on my breaks and stuff like that. But yeah, I will be working another job outside of this. I'm still streaming full time, just not just 2 full-time jobs, I guess you could say. But yeah, anyways, boys, as far as this goes, I think this is going to be the end of the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, boys, if you guys want to help support me, you guys can like and subscribe the video. At the time that this video goes up, it should be midday. The next day, I'm recording this like at 2 a.m. my time. So hopefully this gets out in time for everybody. I'm going to be running everything, working on it tonight. But anyways, boys, I hope you guys have a very nice night, a very nice day wherever you are from. And if you guys have any questions about the video, drop a comment, go ahead and say hi in the Discord or something like that. Leave a DM. Anyways, boys, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.